and welcome vivacious Virgos. My name is Rose Smith from absolutesoulsecrets.com and I'm here to do your September horoscope. Well, what a rock and roll kind of ride we've had over the last few months. Still getting over the eclipses in July. Mercury has finally gone direct last month in August, and here we are in September, being set up for a better month and the promise of better things to come. Now, you, my lovely vivacious Virgos, you have a lot going on in your first house and your second house. Okay, first house is all about your identity. It's the house of yourself, and that's your authentic self, your original self, not, the program versions of ourselves that we all have, thanks to society and the way things are structured in society these days. Okay, we have Mars in your first house all month, filling you with motivation and also this desire to get ahead in your life. And maybe it's time for review of your identity perhaps. And you could find yourself buying new clothes, getting a new wardrobe, changing your appearance, the way that you appear to the world so that you are more authentic and in alignment with your true self. Okay, so it's the start. It's like you've started a new chapter in your life. And so that started when the end of last month, and that will go through till 23rd 24th of September, and then Libra, it's Libra's turn then. Okay, so moving along, first half of the month you have the Sun, Mercury, Venus and Mars in your first house of self. The Sun gives you a lot of insight and awareness in what's going on. Venus is very good for relationships, gives you an appreciation of art and beauty there. So if you're going to buy a new wardrobe, you will become more aware of the quality and the beauty of the items, the clothing that you buy. You may also want to change your hair or your makeup, or something about how the world perceives you. You'll be looking at beautification of yourself in some way. So Mars gives you the motivation, Mercury is all about the communications, and the Sun gives you insight. Then on 13th 14th we have the full moon joining Neptune in your 7th house of committed relationships. Now the 7th house is opposite the first house, so you're going to have to perhaps review or rebalance if you have, say, a committed relationship versus the energy of yourself. Okay, so there's this kind of push me, pull you kind of dichotomy between the first house and the 7th house, because they're opposite each other. And you'll need to rebalance things so that you're getting more of a fair go, basically, and you're in alignment with what's going on with you. Okay. The 15th sees Venus and Mercury going into your second house. Then the 24th, the Sun into your second house. And then the 28th, a new moon in your second house. Now the second house is your house of values. This can mean money, but it can also mean ideals, things that are important to you. And that is also very likely, given that you've got all this first house activity at the beginning of the month, and then in the second half of the month then you're looking at changing your values to fit the new reality of what's happened at the beginning of the month. So it's a very important time for you, vivacious Virgos, because you're beginning a new cycle of life now, set you up for the next year, the whole entire year. So it's very important that you do get in touch with what's going down deep inside of you. So spend some time looking at your dreams and your feelings and meditating, so you can get down into the subconscious, to really see what's going on deep down inside of you. Okay, I'll have a look psychically now for you, and see what I can see. I've got a ocean cruiser here in front of me, so it's like we're all on a cruise together. And I see this ocean cruiser sailing across the oceans fairly quickly, okay, so it's making good speed. There's a little bit of choppiness in the water, but not very much. It's more about making the trip exciting. I can see the white crests on the waves and that sort of thing. But this is about your emotional life and these things coming up from your subconscious. Then there might be small challenges, but it's not enough to stop you doing what you want to do, okay? So I feel emotionally you're really getting ahead this month. Now let's have a look and see what we can see in the cards for you. We've had a shuffle up of the cards previously, and now I'll just shuffle them again quickly and see what we can see. And we come out with this beautiful card, the King of Wands. This is really great. This is about being king of all you survey. See the sunflowers there in the background? That's happiness and success. And you can see this king is wearing a red cape of action, okay, red for action, and it's held by a gold clasp around his neck, okay, so gold, something very precious around the throat, near the top of the throat there. It's all about expression, self-expression, isn't it? You can see he's got what's called a staff in his right hand. Oh, actually it's not a staff, it's a baseball bat, sorry. It's a baseball bat, but it's sort of probably got the symbolic meaning of a staff. Baseball bat, all about meaning business and getting on with it, He's wearing green for opportunity and growth, and also yellow, again, happiness and success around the solar plexus, authority, fatherhood figures, the ability to get things done, and very credible in the way that he does things. Down the bottom there you'll see a green lizard, like an iguana with a green belly, all about being in touch with the earth, and he's got his feet on the earth as he sits on his throne. I said. He's sitting on his phone, as we all do. Okay, so this is about being king of all you survey, and it doesn't matter whether you are male or female, because we have both male and female energies within. So this is about you achieving and being happy and contented. You can see those big sunflowers there in the background. Alrighty, let's see what we're going to go with next for the second card for Vivacious Virgo September 2019, and we come up with the Empress. This is stunning, okay, stunning. The Empress has a kind of nurturing, maternal type of feeling. She may or may not have children. It doesn't necessarily mean physical children. It could be that the people that she comes in contact with can perceive a motherly energy about her, okay? So if you're thinking about being pregnant, becoming pregnant in September, this is an excellent card. Excellent energy for pregnancy. She's wearing yellow for the solar plexus. Again, all about credibility, authority, fatherhood, but fatherhood in a positive sense of the word, protecting and providing. You see she's sitting on a throne there with red, all about action, and her feet are on the ground too. She also has a piece of fruit in her hand, could be an apple. And the biblical story about Eve ate from the tree of knowledge. And I don't see that as a negative thing. I see that as the feminine perhaps having more knowledge in some respects to do with physical things. I'll just sharpen that up a little bit. That's a bit better. So you can see more clearly. Sometimes it's easier for women to get in touch with their own spirituality than it is with men. And that's because of this innate ability to perceive their own intuition and to become knowledgeable and wise. Okay, wisdom goes with this. All right, let's go with the third card for Vivacious Virgo September 2019. And here we come up with the Two of Cups. This is beautiful. It's excellent for relationships, particularly romantic relationships. Sometimes it can be to do with money, coming together, or coming to terms with money, or coming to terms with some issues in a relationship. You can see these people here are what's called hand fasting, which is a type of marriage back in medieval times, just before I was born. And you'll see they're also chained together. Now, we think of marriage as, well, maybe some people don't, but generally we think of marriage as being for life with a hand fast. That was sometimes the idea. Sometimes it was hand fasting for a year to see how they would get on together, but divorce was still possible even in those days. But it's about integrating or coming to terms with energy, and you can see it's got a very healing nature. There's the two snakes in the middle there. Snakes are all about transformation and healing, with the gold wings on top. The gold wings of angels are looking out for this couple, and in each glass their reflection is mirrored in each glass. So when we're in a serious relationship, we have a reflection of that other person in us as well. So excellent month for relationships, but also that could equally apply to money. This is all about emotions, because it's the cup suite. So it's your feelings towards relationships, your feelings towards your value system. And with all that first house activity going on, first house activity going on with your identity and yourself, and then in astrology, that second house activity to do with your value system and also money, I'm not surprised that this card has come out at all. Okay, so I will now do a quick psychic summary for you for the month Vivacious Virgos 2019 September. Okay, they're telling me I can see, all right, okay, two things. There's a flight of steps here, which means take action steps to get things done. And then I'm seeing all these little gold coins in the background. So particularly around money, it is time to get really organized, and you are organized by nature, and you can actually make greater gains if you organize yourself further around money. Take some action steps. You may change jobs. You may think of ways that you can make extra money, such as crafts or being creative in some way, doing things that you wouldn't normally do to make money. Okay, particularly around the home. There's a lot happening around the home as well. You could be working from home to get things done. So that's it for the month Vivacious Virgos. Thank you so much for watching today, and it would be great if you left a like and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click the notification bell for updates, and I'll be on YouTube every Monday morning, 8 o'clock Sydney Australian time, which is Sunday night if you're in the States. I think it might be 6 or 7 p.m. if you're in Los Angeles. But stay tuned, I've got a lot of videos to do, and I do regular updates all the time. In the meantime, have a wonderful month, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely